I'm at a point in my life, like, we all grew up in the streets, and we try to be better, but they labeled us felons, sent us back to jail. I had to fight against that the whole time to gain my respect and be who I am today, and I'm proud of that.
Yo, Sha, what's up?
Yeah, y'all already know how we playing out this motherfucker. This real life.
Real life shit,
nigga,
bro.
no Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you
Talk
heard?
that shit, Meek. Yeah, Meek.
When Diddy got locked up, Meek Mill came out saying that he'll pay somebody $100 grand to investigate that he has nothing to do with anything with Diddy.
Man, look, you can't take back what your butthole received. That's just like the video that's coming out with him and Will. With Will Smith getting the Will Smith. You ain't heard the Will Smith footage?
Yeah,
I heard
about
Will
it.
Smith. Then they got the Carl Winslow. Yeah, they got a lot, bro. It's a lot coming out, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just keep it to you 1,000, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jaleel White was Reginald VelJohnson for a very long time.
What if one vague sentence could rewrite someone's entire reputation? For months, Meek Mill's name has been circulating in one of the biggest scandals in hip-hop history. But here's the part most people don't realize. He was never directly named in any federal charges. Still, his name ended up everywhere, and now he's finally speaking. But this story isn't just about Meek Mill. It's about power. It's about influence, and it's about how fast the internet can turn speculation into reality.
What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
To understand this situation, you have to go back. After his prison release in 2018, Meek Mill was rebuilding everything: his freedom, his career, his public image. And during that exact phase, Diddy became more visible in his life. To the outside world, it looked like mentorship, a powerful mogul supporting a younger artist. But insiders saw something else: timing. Because in this industry, power rarely approaches you when you're strong. It comes when you're vulnerable.
Meek Mill, you at a Diddy party dressed in matching outfits. Women don't even do that no more, fam. And you got a midget between y'all legs? I knew you was strange when you was bunny hopping for them white boys. Man, come on out the closet, man. Come on.
That he's dressing like, he dressing the same shit. He dressing like Diddy? Hugged up with Diddy?
Then came the moments that didn't seem important at the time, but later became viral. Matching outfits at events, close interactions in public, the now famous pool video. Back then, people laughed. But after the allegations around Diddy started surfacing, those same clips were reinterpreted. Because once a narrative forms, every past moment becomes evidence.
All right, so Meek Mill recently, he's on camera.
Yeah, I guess somebody woke up on with a camera.
No Diddy.
What did he say? No Diddy.
No Diddy gang
like,
or something.
No Diddy gang, yeah. Like he's just trying to separate himself every chance he gets because he feel like every time he turn around, someone is pointing at him, saying he's part of it or he's gay or whatever the rumors are.
Supposedly there's a guy online claiming to be one of his security guards. Said he was at the Diddy party, standing outside a door that Diddy and Meek was on the inside of, and he recorded some audio, which sounds crazy. I ain't believe it, but you got it. The lengths that motherfuckers would go, pause. The lengths that people will go to, like just to discredit you, or I don't know this guy. I've never seen him in Meek Mill's entourage. I don't know if any of the things that he's saying is true, but it's doing numbers on the internet.
But here's the most important fact. Meek Mill was never named in the lawsuit. The controversy came from a single vague description: a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. That's all it took. The internet filled in the blanks, and within hours, Meek's name was everywhere. This is where speculation became storyline.
Guys, I just saw him the other day. Y'all, stop talking about me.
First
stop
of all,
saying this.
What do you mean Meek inserted himself in Diddy?
Meek,
I don't like how you said that.
He did not say that. She did not say that.
No, what are you talking about?
No, not in Diddy, but in the Diddy stuff. So he tweeted a couple
and
days.
Diddy don't get bended. Diddy don't get bended. He do the bending. So ain't nobody
I don't
inserting.
believe that.
Meek tweeted just to put on public record. No, he had tweeted something else before this. He was talking about the little Rod guy or whatever, right? But then he goes to clarify what he actually saw at Diddy parties. He said the craziest thing he's seen at a Puff party is coke vibes, and that's going on at all these parties. I'm from North Philly. I had millions since I was 23. I don't even want to be addicted to weed.
And once the internet locks onto a narrative, it doesn't slow down. Old videos resurfaced, memes flooded timelines, AI-generated content mocked him. This wasn't just gossip anymore. It became a digital pile-on, where millions of people started treating assumptions like facts.
Jeffrey Epstein started showing up in places. White people started saying, hey, man, what is that guy? Who is he? What do he do? How did he become rich? Man, they started giving a pushback. There was never no pushback against Diddy, even with all the rumors of him killing Tupac. So I don't think Diddy just got something on executive. He got something on everybody. I think Diddy done f***ed everybody.
Then things escalated even further. Celebrities started reacting, not to defend him, but to joke, question, and amplify the narrative. And once public figures get involved, the story stops being rumor and starts becoming culture.
Meek Mills. Well, he said a Philly rapper. You understand? And it was redacted in the paperwork to that because, first of all, it had Meek Mills, it had Stevie J. They had redacted their names, and they had Usher, and they redacted their names and just said a performer of the Super Bowl and a Philly rapper. Everybody kind of knew back in the day that Meek Mills and Puff was a little too friendly.
Meek's reaction was immediate. He denied everything, went on social media, spoke aggressively. At one point, he even offered $100,000 to investigate who was linking his name to the case. To him, this wasn't just embarrassment, it was defamation. Because once your credibility is questioned in hip-hop, everything is at risk.
So this just sent straight from Philly. The Philly MC said they want that smoke, so we're gonna see what y'all got. Meek Mill, you know, you ain't got nothing but air and opportunity to show them how it's done. But Cosmic Kev, he hit me up and told me that Philly on the job. Let's go Philly.
Then came a move that changed perception again. Meek unfollowed Diddy. A simple action, but the internet didn't see it as distancing. They saw it as confirmation. And that's the trap. Stay close, you're involved. Step away, you're guilty. Either way, the narrative wins.
I can imagine him play fighting with Lil Rod. Because, you know, a lot of people could say what they want to say about Diddy. You know, he got a knuckle game. He will fight you. You know what I'm saying? You his size, you understand something like that? Around your size, something like that, he would fight you. He had a knuckle game. He wasn't that dude that, like, people try to say he was some old scared ass nigga. Nah, he would fight you. You understand? So I could see with a person like Lil Rod, he probably was roughing him up, grabbing him, groping him, you know what I'm saying? Acting like he playing with him, but he actually want him to do what he want him to do. So, like I said before, that shit he did in the past. So when I read it from Lil Rod, I see he's doing the same shit he's doing in the future.
So he was doing this with females too back then when you was around.
Right. That's how him and Kim got into the fight. And he, you know, play fight. He used to play fight with the pillows, like the pillow fight, that dumb shit like that. You know, that's kid shit to me. But if that's the way they do, that's the way they do. You understand? He used to do it with Kim all the time.
So the horseplay was his way of grooming you in a sense.
Well, that grooming, that's some new shit. You know what I'm saying? We didn't call that, we didn't call it grooming back then. That his horseplay was a way of letting you know I could really hurt you if I wanted to.
But Meek didn't just defend himself. He asked a bigger question. If everything was normal, then why is nobody speaking? Why are people who attended those parties completely silent? Because silence in situations like this doesn't feel accidental.
It's Meek Mill and Diddy situation. Like Meek Mill, you know, saying no Diddy and him getting backlash, you know, people feeling like, you know, he being fake because, you know, he had a relationship with Diddy. Like, how you feel about that?
My man, I can't judge Meek Mill as a man. I don't know Meek Mill as a person. You understand? And if he wants to say no Diddy, no homo, no this, no that, that's his choice. I know a lot of Phillies dudes and they strong out there, and some of my people are cool with Meek Mills. You understand? People. Some of my people are cool with Meek Mill's people. Meek Mills was a young guy, and Diddy was an influencer, and he may have influenced a lot of things that Meek Mills got caught up in the game in. Brother, I don't know Meek Mills as a man. You understand? I know some of his people through my people who knows his people. If Meek Mills want to say no Diddy, if Meek Mills want to say no homo, I don't have a problem with Meek Mill doing that. Meek Mill's got to deal with what he got to deal with based on the relationship him and Puff had. Dressing alike, being cozy, Puff calling him daddy, saying little innuendos to him. People are looking at that and saying Meek Mill is wrong for saying no Diddy. But you can't tell a man how to spend his money and how to make love to his wife or his Diddy. So, I don't know. I don't know, Mike. I just don't know.
Nah, I feel you, man. You know, I get it, man. I see where you're coming from. But I got to ask you about...
And then came the turning point, the Cassie footage. For the first time, allegations had visual proof, and everything changed. Because once people saw it, the entire perception of Diddy shifted overnight.
Go to the bathroom and get a blowjob.
Yeah.
You gonna miss that.
Yeah, damn. All right, well, it's a drought then. It's a drought.
That drought made people crash out. So you know.
It's a drought. What can you give me one celebrity you were surprised to see at a party in a way that you were surprised to see him, male or female? Like, you might have had an idea about him, then you see him like, there ain't no way that this person's doing this with that or doing this like that or whatever.
No.
Okay, yeah, he said, goddamn, I can't do that.
No. Like after my first like year of like being like working with like celebrities, I figured out what it was. I said, oh, so they all like this.
Alcohol.
Huh?
Does it always start with alcohol whenever?
No, a lot of them don't even drink.
Oh.
It's just them.
Just come in like,
bro,
I'm great.
So you got different levels of, but you got horny man, and then you got real horny man. You feel me?
So, what's the craziest thing you see?
About the animals. Well, animals were wrong.
Like the craziest thing that she was like, oh, nah, bro, I ain't, nah, bro, it's
I walked in on a guy in like a mascot outfit with another person in a mascot like outfit, like dry humping in the floor.
That's some funny shit to walk into.
Yeah, when I first seen it, I just walked past. I'm like, what the fuck is that going on? So I go to the refrigerator, I give him, I'm like,
fully costumed.
I don't know, man.
This wasn't a Halloween party. It don't even matter, but
no, this was March. This was
spring break.
They call themselves furries.
Oh, furry fetish.
I quit on the spot.
I heard of that. See, yeah.
I said, I don't know.
How many? Because you said you have to go to the car a lot. Like, damn, I'm gonna be in the car.
Yeah.
How many times you be like, I'm gonna just be in the car?
Yeah, so I really started making it my protocol. Like, you know, text me if it get dangerous. I'm gonna come in and demonstrate. You feel me? But like, you know.
After that, lawsuits started piling up. Stories that once sounded extreme suddenly felt possible, and Meek's name got pulled deeper into the storm, even without direct evidence.
I could really hurt you. And that's what that kid probably felt. Yo, why he doing me like that? Oh, he just playing with you. No, he was letting you know, if I turn this up, I could really hurt you.
And that was his way of trying to get you to be submissive to him.
Right. He's letting you know. He's putting in your mind. Listen here, bro. He's trying to put in his mind, we're playing now. But if I really want to turn this shit up on you, it's on. You ain't got no wins. So that kid is feeling, yo, listen here. In his mind, if you read the documents, in his mind, he was so scared that when he went to other people in the camp and said, why did he treat me? Why did he doing this and doing that? They said, oh, he just playing with you because he love you. He like you. He was, no, he was trying to put that, instill that fear in you that he had in you. And he won.
Yeah, that does make sense, man. And me looking at this lawsuit, he's also, you know, alleging that he met Cuban Gooding Jr. through Diddy on Diddy Yacht. And it even got to a point where he started touching him on his, you know, upper inner thigh near his groin, according to him.
Did you see the picture?
Nah, I didn't get to see it, but
oh my God.
Meek has consistently said one thing. He stayed away from the worst of it. He didn't attend certain parties. He never went alone. He always had his people with him. That detail matters because it suggests he didn't fully trust those environments.
As far as I'm concerned, he Meek Milk. I ain't calling him Mill no more. That's milk. That's Meek Milk. Added to the honeycomb. You got a meal.
So you believe the Dwayne Martin story that could have happened?
Of course. Everybody know that shit. Everybody knew they was just ain't nobody know Dwayne was folding him over like that, taking him to Pound Town. And all these black running around marrying these sitting there convincing other women to go chase a fad. Go get you.
Yeah.
Look at my isn't he? Can you imagine if he's told the truth about their relationships? I want you to meet my husband. He a fat. Would you like to come over? I'll make cookies.
Now, Jack, you know.
That's what these is doing. Hey, young man, come on over. My husband just wants to touch you for a little while on camera. I promise you, you won't feel a thing. Sniff this.
Okay. So, Jack,
really? You stand on red carpets with and you sell an image of lies. Then you influence the public and ask the public to covet and want your life. Who wants that? Who jealous of that? A bunch of whack too afraid to find a real man and real love. So you marry a get for a Birkin bag and then turn your head while he's fucking a bunch of kids. I don't feel sorry for none of you, bitch. Don't y'all sit around writing your books, telling your sob stories. He was a going in. You should have known he was going to be a You married that and made babies with it. Look at Nicki Minaj. You got bitch and marry and Level 3 sex offenders. And do you know since then, she done moved out. She don't live at the house they was living at no more. Kenneth there by herself. She literally got him a zoo. And she fills it with sex who don't mind rough sex. And she lives in another house with the baby.
Then came one of his most powerful statements. We're all infected, not just physically, but culturally, with rumors, with silence, with manipulation. Because in today's world, reputation spreads like a virus.
When Diddy got locked up, Meek Mill came out saying that he'll pay somebody $100,000 to investigate that he has nothing to do with anything with Diddy.
Man, look, you can't take back what your butthole received. That's just like the video that's coming out with him and Will. With Will Smith getting the Will Smith. You ain't heard the Will Smith footage?
Yeah.
I heard about Will Smith. Then they got the Carl Winslow. Yeah, they got a lot, bro. It's a lot coming out, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just keep it to you 1,000, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jaleel White was Reginald Bill Johnson for a very long time.
Today, Meek is trying to rebuild. Independent, focused, back to his roots. But the damage doesn't disappear overnight. Because once your name enters a narrative like this, it doesn't leave easily.